All right, so the Botcon 24 script reading.
Cold. Yeah, definitely. Ice cold.
I almost got to it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I am.
I haven't
I have.
All righty, here we go with our Botcon 24 script reading. We have Bumper Robinson as Blitzwing, Erector, and Bumblebee Prime. We have Alec Willows as Rattrap and Tarantulas. We have Paul Eiding as Perceptor and Beachcomber. We have Gregg Berger as Sky-Byte. And we have Sky-Byte and we have Gregg Berger as Sky-Byte and Toxitron. And we also have I didn't get the last one. We have Katie Lastra as number 2. And we have Derek Bixby as the narrator. Okay, let's go ahead and get started right now.
I need your mic.
Oh, yeah, here.
Hey, I have a question. Anyone here awake? Or is everyone passing the time in stasis?
The black darkened sky through these walls cannot go unseen. What time do we sleep?
That cannon with your Sky-Byte? Sky-Byte? What is that you've been talking like that?
It's haiku. It's meant to challenge your mind.
I bet a lot of things challenge your mind.
My head is gigantic compared to your micro-sized one. Means my brain has to be way bigger too.
Be quiet, Rattrap! Erector! And to quote a one-time adversary, oh, who's the noob?
Yes, Blitzwing. Who is the noob? That's what we've all come here to find out, isn't it? Welcome to Botcon 24, live script reading. Be in the City, Part 3, The Suicide Squad. Introducing number 2. After the events of the Thundercon job, with Toxitron in custody, the great and wizened Sentinel Magnus got an idea. To see it through, he turned to Wheeljack and Perceptor.
Sentinel Magnus turned to Wheeljack and I to execute his vision. Having collected a sample of Elite 1's CNA Cybertronium nucleic acid, he wanted to recreate the cloning process that had created Toxitron. With Wheeljack and I attempting to undo the errors that had led to Toxitron's namesake ooze of force.
Perceptor, I'm supposed to be giving the backstory. And you sound different, less robotic.
I'm a disembodied voice for the purpose of narration. I can sound however I wish, emotions included. Now, where was I? The probabilities of your narrational skills covering the necessary scientific nuances are equal to those of navigating from Earth to the planet Junk.
I can navigate my foot to your disembodied You know what? All right, go ahead.
Indeed. Well, the intent was to create an Elite One without the tainted CNA of Black Arachnia, undoing what Sentinel Magnus felt was a colossal cosmic injustice. But unfortunately,
She looked like me.
the cloning process remained imperfect, as Toxitron's keen observations indicate. Only Starscream's immortal spark, fueled by all spark energies, seemed to be able to create more accurate facsimiles.
And while Sentinel Magnus was looking to greet his friend from his youth once again, he was disappointed. He scolded his scientists and accused them of not being able to make an Elita 1, giving him only a number 2 instead, to hide who he thought was a failure. He assigned this number 2 to janitorial cleanup inside the Triptychon prison, which is where we are today.
Oh, way out, man. They usually just have the minicons cleaning this place. Groovy. We might get someone to actually talk to.
Right. Because the present company certainly is excluded from the nice category.
Settle down, thief. At least we're criminals in the less shady ways than you.
Sedition, treason, and terrorism are hardly less shady than petty theft. At least in my book. Right, Beachcomber? Hey, what are you in for again, anyway?
Oh, man, loitering on private property. As if property can be owned in the first place,
Ownership is literally what defines property. Yeah, read a book sometime. And especially if it's one where you find Waldo.
Head hurts with all these words. Why are we talking so much?
Well, it's better than sitting here and so quiet. Oh, I think all these people can agree.
I don't know, man. I can zone out.
There we are, done, all mopped up. Why are you all looking at me? Did I miss a spot?
Just a spot all over yourself.
Good one, you're just a joker, aren't you?
Me, Toxitron.
What?
What the big green slimer means, I think, is, what's your name?
The blue big chin mansplainer who put me here called me number 2. Is that a name?
Well, it's something. Don't be crude.
Hey, man. Does anybody else feel that rumbling? Or is the spiked energon kicking in?
You know they don't spike our energon in this joint, bud.
Yeah, bummer.
The prison is shaking.
So also certainly explosions outside. It's an aerial attack!
It may be Megatron and Striker did not Sky-Byte and others forget after all.
Oh, it's a prison break! We are free!
I don't think we're trying to be free. They're free us. I think they're, no, man, they're shooting at us.
The walls are coming down. It's not a breakout. Someone is breaking in. Who is that? Identify yourself!
I'm the master of webs, the weaver of the threads of time. I control the multiverse in my tangle of silken cords. Timelines are my playthings that I twist to my twisted machinations.
He's also making his animated debut.
I'm Tarantulas, and
This isn't Iacon Labs.
Far from it, smart guy. This is Triptychon.
the ship, the dinosaur, or the dragon.
The who? The what? And the who again? This is a prison, as should have been obvious by the prisoners.
Then you're useless to me. I need to access Perceptor's quantum laboratories so I can move this timeline thread to where it will lead me to my ultimate power.
Access my laboratories? Over my extinguished spark? What sort of miscreant does he think he is? Nobody has access to my laboratories without my express permission.
You'll what? You're just here for narrational purposes, remember?
And I'll narrate a different story for him. One where he's in prison, not his own free will.
Narrating a different story is kind of his whole thing. If you caught that? This Tarantulas creates his webs, not just because he's a spider, but because he can use them to ties together other timelines until he makes a course of his own choosing.
Indeed. Like that Madame Web movie that no one saw. But I'm no Dakota Johnson.
Oh, great. More competition for the narrator spot.
No. I'll let you continue. For now.
Well, after his miscalculation with the Trypticon prison, Tarantulas heads off to the real Eiding labs. This leaves our 6 prisoners and a janitor with a wide open escape route if they decide to take it.
Come on, Sky-Byte, Toxitron, let's get out of here. I'm not sticking around this dump longer than I need to.
The winds of freedom howl loud in my receptors. I ain't staying here.
Leave him now, man. That's even against the rules, though, huh?
Rules? Pretty sure we all broke them already to have ended up in here in the first place. I say we follow the fishpots and three-face and get going while the going is good.
I didn't break the rules.
Hmm?
To get put in here, I never broke the rules. I just was me. Somebody made me and then was disappointed how I turned out, so they cast me aside.
If you never broke the rules or had anyone tell you that you have, then it sounds like you were free all along.
I was?
Yeah, so number 2, come with us. No point you stick around here, right? Why not come too?
Yeah, your vibe jives with us better than most. You seem like the misfit sort of bot. And if there's a connection drawing the rest of us together, it's that we're all misfits.
You're including yourself with us pretty easily there.
No more. Everybody with us now. We all need everybody to get out of here without auto troopers finding us and putting us back in our bombs.
Who put the duplicate Optimus in charge?
The strongest survive. Fight makes right. Oh, it's only fair that the strongest of us are leaders in this motley crew of ours.
No amount of muscles, man, can bind the endeavors of a free spirit. Strength isn't the only power.
But it's still pretty powerful. Let's just, wait, what?
As the septuplet emerge from the broken Trypticon, they see the remains of a squad of auto troopers in the throes of an attack. A few stuck in moments of time, others loot continuously, and more still reduced to protoforms or stages before.
The threads of their lives, time are unraveling right before our optics. All their mini counts, the macroseconds torn apart into the timeless unexistence.
Yeah, what he said.
That's awful.
Not even Megatron would use a weapon so dastardly. Or myself, and I already shoot ice. And fire! And chaos!
This is that Tarantulas is doing. I know it. We can't let him get away with this.
Toxitron not usually care what happened to others, but me see how this could happen to me if that spider bot isn't stopped. It made me angry.
He said about going to Iacon Labs, but was confused how to get there. If we head him off, maybe we can set a trap for him?
And then we get time shredded ourselves? No thanks.
A rustling under a pile of rubble catches their attention.
I feel like if Omega Supreme sat on me. What? Hey, wait! What are you all doing out?
What a weird yellow horned man.
It's Bumblebee.
That's Bumblebee Prime. Everybody seems to forget that I got a promotion. Even with all my upgrades, too. You know, I probably should have painted myself gold or something.
Like some kind of gold bug.
Yeah, you're right. That's, pretty silly. Well, anyways, I guess I should thank you for unburying me, even if you are a bunch of criminals and should be prisoners.
What happened here?
This Tarantulas guy has been roaming around Cybertron causing destruction wherever he goes. We planned to stop him, but it seemed like no matter what we did to attack him, he was already countering before we could. Like he had predicted all of our moves way ahead of us making them. He took out 5 teams of autotroopers in just seconds.
Predicted? Yeah, autotroopers are never too creative.
Perhaps that's the key, Zin. If this is someone who can look into other times and see how things happened before they happened here, then our best way to fight him is by doing things no one else would. Ooh, not even ourselves!
Yeah, I'm digging you. Because you can't call us anything but a random hodgepodge of the least likely heroes. We were all forgotten or flushed away into the gutter one way or the other, man.
Toxitron says, let's do this.
I'll head back to Fortress Maximus and get back up. Maybe your suicide squad can slow him down enough that we can stop this guy when we get back here.
I've never had anyone put their faith in me like this before.
Faith? I did say, maybe.
Bumblebee then transformed into his car mode and
It's Bumblebee Prime!
Right. Bumblebee Prime then transformed into his car mode and drove off toward Autobot headquarters at Fort Max. And the now named Suicide Squad sped off themselves towards Iacon Labs.
They had better make it there in time. I hate finding spiders in my laboratory.
I can feel the quantum energy building in my spinnerets. I must be getting close. Soon I'll be able to harness the power of the reactor and reshape this timeline completely. My rise draws ever nearer. Ah!
A soggy head of a sanitation brush slaps Tarantulas in the face. Green residue drips down his chin and patters on the ground near his feet.
What was that? How disgusting!
Number 2 stands with an empty, smoking missile launcher she had picked up from one of the fallen Autobot troopers.
It's the only thing I had on me that fit the launcher, and it seemed like a good distraction.
I certainly didn't see it coming, no. But it gets you nowhere in the end. When I blast you, you'll be unborn. Or aged into the ground.
Before Tarantulas can fire, Beachcomber slips a blue flower into the barrel.
Love, not war, man.
What is this? Where are you coming from?
The surface under Tarantulas' feet crumbles and gives way as Sky-Byte bursts through from below.
No one destroys Cybertron on our watch. No way, chum.
At least not before we have a chance to.
Blitzwing blasts both barrels on his back at Tarantulas. The lasers strike the spider in the chest. Rattrap then smashes 2 garbage can lids against the side of Tarantulas' head.
Wow! Ow! You come closer than most, but I'm still the one with the last laugh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tarantulas blast a torrent of energy from his handheld time manipulation gun. Everywhere around them, the metal and material of the buildings begin to age and turn into rust. The building collapsed on the top of the Suicide Squad, trapping them.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to my glory.
You can't let him get into the laboratory.
I can't push this building off me. Can't blast it either.
My arms are pinned. I can't move them to punch through.
Calm down, everyone.
Calm, man. If the world wasn't an impending doom, I could chill here for a while or two, man. Yeah, but it's cozy enough for a lie down.
Well, okay. Being a micro-master builder, I know buildings. I know how they go up and how they come down. So I see all the pressure points and weight loads. So if I just...
Erector tips a slab of metal, causing a cascading reaction that frees the rest of the Suicide Squad.
And sometimes it's not just about strength after all.
Whatever.
Let's go now. If he can unravel all of this without a lab full of machines, imagine what he'll do when he gets in there.
You heard two. Get moving. Swish that spider.
Here it is.
Oh no, they're too late. He's already there. He's inside my lab.
Let's see. What do I need to do? Increased capacity of the overflow. Demagnetize the converter couplings. Discharge the regulators. And of course, invert the polarities.
Stop right there!
Yeah, don't even move a pinch or I will stomp you like the flies you eat.
At least I have the sensibilities to eat them rather than simply draw them like your comrade here.
Hey!
Hey, man.
Hey, I was talking about the rat. But you're too late anyway. Ha! I've already started the process, and there's no way to stop it. I'm to be victorious! Victorious!
No.
We're losers just like always. What a drag, eh?
No! There must be something we can do.
Number two, listen.
What? What is that? Do you hear something?
I need an amplification boost. Audience, how big of your assistance? On the count of 3. Count with me. Number 2. 1, 2, 3. Number 2. No. I need more. 1, 2, 3. Number 2.
Who's that?
Number 2. Listen to me. Now that Tarantulas has begun his process with the quantum core, he's imprisoned himself in our timeline until it is completed. We can reconfigure Tarantula's target. Instead of manipulating the future, we can direct it into the past and erase him from the timeline. Press the green buttons on the control panel next to you.
No, don't you dare!
You know, stop her, you 8-legged freak.
Let me go! Let me go!
Wait. It says if I do this, the timeline will reset to the previous Monday.
That is correct. It's based on the power levels of Tarantula's input.
But I was born last Tuesday.
Indeed. I apologize for the choice you need to make. You can let Tarantulas take the future, or you can erase yourself from the present.
Don't do it. Who cares if the spider wins? We don't want to lose you.
No, Toxitron. Suicide Squad. We came together to save Cybertron. I have to do that.
Number 2 closes her eyes and presses the button. In a bright white flash, all calendars across Cybertron reset to last Monday.
In my lab, Sentinel Major is demanding an update on the progress on the cloning research. But this time, I hesitate. I tell him that the experiment can no longer proceed because of the risks that it represents.
In Triptychon prison, 6 prisoners passed their time with idle chatter.
From near dawn to dusk, we all try to do what we must, but was there a choice?
Sky-Byte! What are you talking about?
And so our story is drawing to an end. And, wait a minute. Are you saying we have the Gregg Berger here, and we're not even going to have even one line from Grimlock?
Me Grimlock not animated, me G1 King! Me get recast because of that big bozo who does voice for Purple Dinosaur! He love you, me hate he not Grimlock family with a big tail swipe easy as a 1, 2, 3. I hate you, you big party!
That wraps it up. Thank you all for joining us. That does it for today. Thank you all so much for making this an incredibly awesome Botcon 24 Saturday. We will see you tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow.